Okay, so in today's video we're going to be looking at the second part of the proficiency exam, C2 level Cambridge exam. And in this part of the exam, it's what they call the Open Cloze, which is basically a text with 8 gaps. But unlike part 1, you don't have 4 options. So here they're testing more like your awareness of grammar, collocations and things like that, grammatical vocabulary, I suppose, if you want to call it something. So let's have a look. So this is what part 2 looks like. It's a text, as I said, with 8 gaps, what we call an open cloze. And you have to read the text and try and work out what word goes in each gap. So it's more to do with grammar, to do with collocations, than to do with vocabulary, as in part 1. So the text is called mobile communication, and we can see that we have an example, 0. It says, for many people, mobile email is a habit they couldn't give up, even if they wanted to. Okay, so here is a good point in the video to pause if you want to attempt the exercise on your own without me interrupting. If not, I'm just going to go through the answers and try to explain anything that I think is a bit difficult to understand. Okay, so let's get started. For many people, mobile email is a habit they couldn't give up even if they wanted to. And why should they want to? And why should they want to? It's a rhetorical question, no? We're saying that they couldn't give up even if they wanted to. And I suppose this could be confusing because we have a modal verb, so it looks like it's a perfectly good question. Should they want to? And should they want to? It doesn't really make sense in the context, does it? I think we're saying they can't give up. It would be impossible. But then again, why would they want to give up? Why should they give up? Why should they want to give up? And they go on to explain here in the next sentence. Always remember to try and read the text without looking at the gaps initially so that you get an idea of what they're trying to say. Why should they want to? It's a good thing having email in your mobile phone. We're going to see why. After all, the ability to send and receive emails from a mobile device means that they can stay in touch with colleagues, friends and family, whether they are standing in a queue at a supermarket, downing a quick cup of coffee in between meetings, or killing time before a flight. After all, the expression which invites the reader to agree with the ideas that are about to come. So after all, it's a good thing to have email on your phone. No, because you can send emails and stay in touch with colleagues more easily, etc. The more difficult was the next one, I think, where it said in meetings, and the gap there, you'd be thinking, well, what kind of meetings? In board meetings, in work meetings? What word do I have to put? It must be a type of meeting, but no. Obviously, in this part of the exam, you're not really going to have to put anything that specific. It's grammatical words, so it's going to be a collocation. It's going to be a part of an expression. So you're having a quick coffee. You won't be having a coffee in a meeting, really, normally, will you? So you're having a coffee in between meetings. So in between one meeting and another when you have a break. And killing time, well, what else are you going to be killing before a flight? You're not going to be killing, you're going to be killing time. It's fair to say that access to email while on the move has done much to whet appetites for other kinds of collaborative tools. To be on the move means to be in motion, no, while you're moving from one place to another. I am on the move, and I can look at my emails while I'm on the move. And I like the expression there, to whet your appetite, no? Wet is actually from sharpening knives. You whet a knife, you whet a blade. So we say figuratively to whet your appetite, to make it sharper, to make it more pronounced. What's more, there's a whole new way of working that has opened up in recent years, and as a result, there's a general expectation that efficiency and productivity don't necessarily take place within the 4 walls of an organization's physical offices. So 3, I think, fairly easy ones to finish with there. No what's more, I'm adding to my argument. No. Furthermore, I suppose is another expression you could use there. Yeah, what's more is, etc. And then we have as a result, to say that this is a consequence of something else. And the final expression, which was take place, which basically means to happen. That doesn't necessarily happen. It doesn't necessarily take place within the office. So fairly easy one today, I thought. It is proficiency, it is C2, so if you did well, well done.